So when do we know that a guy is cyber addicted? When there's an enormous preoccupation with the net and he needs more and more time periods for the satisfaction to be felt, typically found in all kinds of addiction. When he becomes moody or restless on reduction of that time, when he thinks that the time on the net is the most important thing in the world, and when he doesn't get the time on that, it becomes an issue. And finally, when it affects a significant relationship or career. Again, if he finds that the time spent on an activity is longer than expected, I mean, over and over again we have parents who come and say, he says I'll do it for 15 minutes, 1 hour, and then I come back after 3 hours and he's still stuck in that position. He hasn't even got up to go to take a leak. That's typically found. And then he conceals the extent of time, and it becomes very sad when the kid is lying about the time that he spent on a computer. And query, does it serve as an escape? How do we treat this? And this is probably the most important thing. First of all, you have to admit that you have a problem, and most of the time you don't. The kid says there's nothing wrong with me, the kid says my parents are stupid, they're old-fashioned. The kid says, oh, I'm in control, last week I didn't get onto the net for 5 days and nothing happened. Stuff like that. The sad thing is we really have very little knowledge about how to treat it. There are very few randomized controlled trials on it. Because eventually we have to realize the fact that cyber addiction or social media addiction is a fairly new phenomenon. It's not that common. I mean, it hasn't been so common 10 years ago. We are seeing lots of it happening now. There's a particular kind of condition called, there's a particular kind of therapy called cognitive behavior therapy, where you're actually working on the intellect and you're working your way through the thoughts and you're working your way through certain behaviors and you're working on the here and now rather than getting into the past, and which very often is found with other kinds of therapy. Now, CBT is known to help. There are very few CBT practitioners in our country, but it is known to help. There are medications that unfortunately sometimes have to be used just to control the addiction. One of the commonest families is something called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. There's another group which is at a slightly higher end called clomipramine. And occasionally, if there's too much agitation, if there's lack of sleep, if there's aggression, we actually have to use mood stabilizers and antipsychotics like quetiapine and olanzapine. Thank you.